With the sudden rise of female celebrities and influencers who are bisexual or claim to be lesbians suddenly dating men and getting boyfriends, I just can't help but notice how convenient it all is for them. Fletcher, Billie Eilish, Jojo Siwa, Dove Cameron, Meg Thee Stallion, Dei Lovato, members of Kasteye. Saying you're bisexual or queer has become a new way for privileged, rich, opposite-sex attracted women to be seen as part of an oppressed minority group to gain sympathy points and a quick and easy way to garner an LGBT audience. In other words, queer baiting. Let's start with Fletcher. Fletcher is an American singer who makes music mainly about women. She recently started dating a guy and has been receiving backlash, but the reason for the backlash is not what the bi community wants you to think. This is the real reason why people are mad at Fletcher and her messed up actions.
I'm not mad that Fletcher's dating a man. I actually don't care who she's dating. I think she's allowed to date whoever she wants. What I am mad about is the way she went about it. People in my life constantly tell me that if I could just date a man, I would be in such a better place in society. And that's the messaging we get from birth. That's like how we're conditioned in a heteronormative society under the patriarchy. So for Fletcher to come out and phrase her narrative with her marketing and her lyrics and her song and everything and her social media as like a rebrand, as I wasn't being honest before, now I'm being honest about who I am, as this is the real me, to change her name, to delete everything on her Instagram prior to now. The very clear message that communicates is that the person who I was when I was singing about women was not authentic to who I truly am. And now that I'm dating a man, I'm living in my truth. I also think it's incredibly disrespectful the way that she phrased her coming out as, I don't think the community is gonna accept me, or would you really like me if you knew who I was? Because that's something that queer people, as we are coming out, do experience in society. We experience shame, mistreatment, discrimination, harassment, danger, because as someone, specifically me, who's a woman dating a woman, we are not fitting into the patriarchy, so we're bucking societal norms. Coming out as someone who is deciding to date within societal norms and then phrasing it like she's somehow going to be persecuted for that is crazy. I think everyone is upset with the messaging because the messaging was disrespectful and inherently just reinforces everything that us femme lesbians get told all of the time, which is that we just haven't found the right man yet. Like, if some people in my life were on social media, which they're not, if they were, and they knew about Jojo and Fletcher, they would be praising God. I know for a fact they would be praying at night that I could have that experience, that would be my trajectory. And I know that's not ever going to happen because I know I am a lesbian, but they see someone who has been, in Jojo's case, vocally a lesbian, in Fletcher's case, just openly bisexual, but very much talking about women in a sapphic sense. And they say, well, if they can change, you can change. Clearly, it's a choice. I know that this is all just to market the song, and I know she's definitely sitting at home like giggling because her marketing scheme worked and people are talking about it. I lost a lot of respect for her as a queer person, and I lost a lot of respect for her honestly as just someone who exists in today's society. It almost feels like she's claiming to not have the context of where we are in society, of the trad wife aesthetic being on the rise, conservatism being on the rise, Trump in office, because in that context especially, this is crazy to do, to delete everything that you've ever done on your Instagram, which is all the sapphic stuff, rebrand to the trad wife aesthetic, and then say, this is the real me and I wasn't being honest about who I was before, and then to also like demonize the queer community for their natural reaction to this weirdly like beckoning language, like she's almost asking for this response by putting it out there in that way, is insane. I just had to share my 2 cents because this is literally so triggering as somebody who gets told I just have to find the right man all of the time. Like, this just is not cool, and it's especially not cool to do in Pride Month.
Next, we have Billie Eilish. She went from vehemently complaining about how beautiful women always date extremely unattractive men to then dating said unattractive men.
Why is every pretty girl with a horrible looking man? I don't understand. Give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Because they got a hot girl, they can be horrible. Like, you're still ugly, though. Can't change that.
She did the very thing she disliked, but she did it after making sure to exploit the lesbian community for profit, of course. She started by making a music video, Lost Cause, where she hangs out with a group of female friends, and there's several instances where they do all these sexual things. trying to appeal to either men or the LGBT community or both, and then she went on to do guests with Charlie XCX, where she basically just sings about underwear and sexualizes women for profit, then dates a man a few weeks later. Dove Cameron basically did the same things Billie did, dropped a song about liking women to gain an LGBT audience just to only date a man immediately after and never actually date a woman. Dove's case is specifically ironic because it's almost as if she knew she would go back to dating a guy after releasing the song, so she named her song Boyfriend. So that way, whenever people looked up the term Dove Cameron boyfriends, they would see her song and not her actual boyfriend. Again, using lesbianism for profit, as if to say, hey, look, I'm one of you. I'm not just another privileged straight woman, even though I don't actually date women. Another musician who pulled this cheap queer-baiting tactic is Rita Ora, when she made a song about kissing girls with BB Rexa, Charlie X, and Cardi B of all people. And you guessed it, she has never dated a woman either. Dei Lovato was even more insufferable when it came to this. Another rich, privileged woman jumping on the intersectional bandwagon. She even went as far as to call herself non-binary for the oppression points. And when she was done getting all the clout and attention she could from that, she went back to performing femininity as usual to appeal to men. Lost weight, maybe even with Ozempic, and got married to a man. Meg Thee Stallion is also guilty of this. This was her and Victoria Monet at Coachella a few months ago, and Megan has never dated a woman either. Now we have newer celebrities following this tactic. 2 members from the girl group Kasteye recently came out as bisexual. Lara via Weverse and Megan during a live stream. Watch how neither of them will most likely never date a woman.
Just do it. 1, 2, 3.
Guys, I'm coming out. I'm bisexual.
I'm sure you're all already aware of the case with Jojo Siwa. How she lied about being a lesbian, insulted lesbians, cheated on her girlfriend with a man, was actually bisexual the entire time, and now hundreds of thousands of people are now saying lesbians don't exist, thanks to her. I've already talked about it in a short video you can watch here. Ask yourself this question: how many celebrities and influencers have you seen come out as bi? A lot, right? There are hundreds of celebrities who have come out as bisexual. Now ask yourself, how many of them have you seen in a relationship with someone of the same sex? I'd honestly be surprised if you can think of more than one person. Statistics show that only 9% of bisexuals date people of the same gender. They know there's privilege in only being in heterosexual relationships in the long term. They want and have the straight privilege, social acceptance, and praise of being in opposite-sex relationships. Never have to experience homophobia while still being part of the LGBT community and being adored by them. These bisexual celebrities get to have all of the rainbows and none of the rain. When female celebs say they're bi, more often than not, it's just about including a fictional lesbian love story in their songs or music videos. No real female love interests, no relationships, nothing real. Just a fantasy for the fans to make money. These bisexual women use lesbian themes in their music for attention and publicity.
In light of Fletcher and Jojo Siwa coming out as bisexual during our Sacred Pride Month, I'm not even going to talk about it like that. I just hope this serves as a reminder to bisexual people that you guys have a lot of representation in media. There's a lot of y'all. Not only do you have so much representation in media, you also make up the largest percentage of the community. So all this, and I don't mean to be rude, but all this complaining about, like, especially lesbians excluding you from the community, you have so much representation, and also you make up a large percentage of the community. You outnumber us. We couldn't exclude you if we tried. We couldn't exclude you if we tried. And you guys are really honed in on the lesbians. Take a step back, turn to your left. Oh my God, look how many bisexuals there are with the exact same experience that you have. Why do you keep looking at us? Stop looking at us. Look at that way. Look at them. Look at them. There's so many. It's just a little frustrating because not only do lesbians make up a very small percentage of the community, we don't have very much representation. Now we have to kiss your asses because you're insecure about dating a man. That's not my problem. I don't mean to be rude, but, like, it's really not my problem. Like, you have so... I'm sorry you don't feel queer enough, but it's not my job to make you feel queer enough. Also, I can't make you feel queer enough. I'm a lesbian. We have very different experiences. What do you want me to say to you? I don't have attraction to men. I can't make you feel better about yours. But coming to me, expecting me to make you feel better about your attraction to men, what do you want me to say? I don't get it. I don't get it. This is the same as straight women, not that they're doing it anyway. But like, when I see y'all with a man, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why would you come to me for validation? I can't give you it. Go to all the million other freaking bisexuals so you can talk to. You're right here. You're right here looking at the lesbians, and we're like, what do you want me to do? This is a made-up issue. Turn to your left. Look over there. There's so many bisexuals. You're not feeling validated because you keep looking over here. Turn your face. Give me a break. Okay, there's like 11 of us. We're working, okay, 10 now because you guys keep turning bisexual. Heaven forbid some of us like to cling to people who have the same experiences as us. I urge you to do the same. It'd probably make you feel better. If you feel this bad, broaden your horizon. Date bisexuals. Talk to bisexuals. They probably make you feel better.
Pride Month so far has really just been a shit show for lesbians, so let's end this video on a positive note and introduce you all to lesbian musicians. These women are super talented, criminally underrated, and unlike the women we've talked about in this video, these artists don't exploit lesbian audiences, and they all actually date women and don't just use them as props in their music. Here are some lesbian artists you can support. If you like rap and hip-hop, you have young M.A. If you like Latin rap, you have young Miko and Pita Zeta. If you like R&B, you'll love KWN and Temi Avuasa. If you like music groups, check out indie pop band Be Aces. 3 of the members are lesbians, and check out P-Veries. The lead singer, Lynn Gunn, is a lesbian. For alternative rock/pop music, we have Gold Star lesbian Lauren Sanderson. For a calm alternative sound, we have vocalist, multi-instrumentalist, and songwriter Marika Hackman. And for pop music, we have Zolita, French singer, Pom King Princess, Brazilian singer, Ana Gabriela, and Haley Kiyoko. Make sure to leave a comment of any other lesbian musician that you know of that I haven't mentioned. Thank you so much if you watched to this point. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.